Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. A little bit later than I would have liked for this to have been uploaded, but just so much stuff. It took a little longer to get together and we did stick around a little later during our Raw stream as well. So as a result, this is delayed, but lots for us to get our teeth into. We're going to start here with this, the WWE folder. Here's Hulk Hogan talking about some sort of project with Erick Bischoff. I'll play a little bit of it. It's a little bit strange. It seems to me like a live tour or a podcast or something along those lines. Some people have thought it might be something to do with a wrestling promotion. I don't get that vibe. But I am thinking live tour where they talk about WCW or a podcast that they're going to do on a regular basis. Again, probably WCW focused, but they are teasing a third person. And I did wonder if it might be like Dennis Rodman or if it's going to be like some sort of musician or something like that. Someone that could bring a different perspective and a different fan base, a different following. No, I don't know. We'll play a little bit of it.
We ran so hard. We changed the world one time. But now, we're here to wake them up. We're here to slice and dice the world of wrestling. And you're not gonna know what hit you.
Look at his credentials. Should we talk about all of his championships? Should we talk about the world-class athletes that he has brought to the very top of this one? Should we talk about that?
Real badass.
We're back. We're better than ever. And you can't wait to see.
And we're coming to get you. I think they're all coming back to our side.
I know it. I can feel it. I can smell it.
So there we go anyway. You get the impression. So yeah, talk about all the championships. So maybe not a musician. Championships could be NBA championships. I think Rodman, Rodman is my guess as to who the third person is. And I think this is going to be a live tour. And I think they're going to talk about wrestling, current wrestling back in the day. They're talking about slicing and dicing the world of wrestling. I think that's like tearing it apart, putting the world to rights. That's the vibe I get, but definitely something to keep an eye on. So, Miss Clown, shout out to you, buds. Ryder, shout out to you. So, yeah, this has shocked people. So the elite package, ticket-wise for SummerSlam, $40,000, apparently sold out. They were very limited. You get front row seats, you get in-ring photo opportunity, private transportation. You get to meet Kevin Nash and a few other superstars. You get to go to the press conference after. Tickets, obviously, to both nights. And to be honest, I mean, I just don't care. At 40,000, whatever. I mean, I think if you have got the kind of money, disposable amount of money to be getting front row tickets to SummerSlam, I mean, in my mind, you're rich. In my mind, you've got money. And there's people out there with just tons of money. There's CEOs, lottery winners, athletes, sports stars, influencers. I mean, there's lots of money that's out there and there's lots of rich people that's out there. So, yeah, front row, 40,000. Yeah, it is what it is. For me, I'm a lot more focused on what about the families? What about those people that aren't rich? What about those people that have 9-to-5 jobs? They have a family, they're paying their bills, getting by. Kids want to go to the show. Can they still get in? That bothers me a lot more. So we know that all the ticket prices are rising, but I think we all remember the first time we went to a show. I would hate to think that families now are being priced out of that and that's not something kids can experience anymore, I think we've really lost our way if families en masse are like just having to not let the kids go and they are just not being able to afford it. That bugs me and bothers me a lot more. Terrell, shout out to you. So Shawn Michaels just talking about the fact that Trick Williams appeared at TNA. He attacked Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry had some pretty harsh words for Trick on last week's NXT. It's a weird feud, this, because NXT fans love Trick Williams. I love Trick Williams. TNA fans obviously love Joe Hendry. WWE fans have really took to Joe Hendry. You would think you would put Joe Hendry in there with a heel, someone that, you know, fans would get behind Joe Hendry about, but well, I don't know. I mean, I love Trick Williams. He's one of my favorite NXT stars. So it's a weird feud, this one. I really don't know what's happening. I mean, obviously we'll tune into NXT and we'll find out. So they're making some big moves with NXT. Trick Williams and Joe Hendry feud seemingly bubbling away. So we'll see what goes down tomorrow on NXT or later today, whenever you're watching this. Christopher, shout out to you. So per PW Insider, Roxanne and Giulia are expected to be called up to the Raw brand soon. I mean, I think it's happened. This is 2 weeks in a row that they've been on TV. Roxanne, long ago, I believed, had been called up with her being at Elimination Chamber in the Rumble, having a qualifying match on Raw. So Roxanne is no surprise. Giulia is a surprise. Giulia is a surprise. Did not expect them to move as quick as what they have with Giulia. But again, she was on Raw. And so, yeah, kind of feels like we are building towards Rhea and Io against Roxanne and Giulia. That match may be at Backlash. Nothing announced yet, but I could see that happening. I'm sure you can as well. The word making the rounds that WWE TV is next week will be a big one for Liv Morgan. That coming from PW Insider. We didn't know what this meant, and a lot of people were saying, could this be Wyatt 6 related? Whenever something happens, it's always like Wyatt 6 related when it comes to certain people like Liv, because obviously everyone's been waiting all year for Liv and Alexa. Honestly, didn't know what this was going to be. My response was, it could be, but we'll have to wait and see. I think we've got our answer now. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's anything to do with the Wyatt 6. It looks like Liv is actually going to step away for a bit to do a big movie. Now, we don't know what that movie is. Apparently, it's going to be revealed next week, but we can get to that a little later in the video. Logan's B, shout out to you. So the London Mayor is still fighting to bring WrestleMania to London. Apparently, he issued a report that showed how successful a lot of events had been for London and just how much that had injected into the local economy. And it seems like he is still interested in getting WrestleMania. It's all gone a bit quiet, though. I don't know what the stumbling blocks are. I mean, I would like to think London has got the money required to bring WrestleMania. But yeah, I don't know. Perhaps it comes down to budgets and priorities. Maybe it's not so much about having the money. It's about where that money needs to be spent. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. He obviously had meetings, and it's good that it's not died or the word's not coming out that it's over. But yeah, I sort of feel like London, if you want it, now is the time to make a move. Yeah, stop dragging your heels. I blame London for this. Ringside news. This is Rey announcing that he's undergoing surgery today after suffering that injury that caused him to miss WrestleMania.
Hey, Paso, what's up, fam? How you guys doing? Out here in Birmingham, Alabama, at Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center, getting ready for my surgery. I tore my adductor, the SmackDown before WrestleMania. And I'm scheduled for surgery today, so I will keep you guys posted. Esperemos que todo salga bien.
Obviously wishing him a very speedy recovery. So he was having surgery today, so I haven't seen an update on that. More backstage detail on timeline and specifics of WWE purchasing AAA. Apparently this has been in the works for a long time. Apparently AAA had been looking to sell since like 2007 and WWE had been interested, but the stumbling block was that WWE would never be given full control. I believe that's changed now. They are being given full control. They have acquired AAA. And that, I think, is what helped get this over the line. I mean, it's not that WWE and AAA have been talking since 2007. It's just been an on and off process. But yeah, apparently this is something which, you know, WWE have had an interest in for a long time. And now they were able to get it done. So, very interesting. Okay, another trademark, Jamar Hampton, has been trademarked as well. That's following the trademark that we saw yesterday. So, Mitchell, thank you. This was interesting. So, apparently a lot of WWE superstars didn't even know they were in line to actually wrestle at WrestleMania until they saw that whiteboard. You know, the whiteboard that did the rounds, that showed all the matches, the potential matches for WrestleMania. Apparently, a load of stars didn't even know they were in contention for WrestleMania. And some people have said that Asuka being on that board was very optimistic. Like, there wasn't really any chance she was going to make it. So, some confusion as to why Asuka was on that board. So, yeah, a bit of confusion from certain WWE stars, not knowing they were in the run-in for a WrestleMania match at one point. Terrell, shout out to you. So, Naomi just saying that it's getting close towards having to maybe step away if she's going to have kids. And, you know, there's no kind of time frame on it, but it's something she's thinking about. And her biological clock is ticking. So, yeah, a lot of people like, oh, God, no, we don't want to lose Naomi. But, I don't know, perhaps this change from the glow and proceed with caution. I wonder if this is her big push at, like, having one last big run before, like, she knows she needs to, like, step away for a while. So, don't know, it'd be interesting to see what comes of this proceed with caution character. And Anime Fiend Zero, shout out to you. So, this was posted on Instagram by Nikki Cross. It's a dangerous thing to mistake speaking without thought for speaking the truth. So, don't listen to those that speak without thinking. Listen to those that speak the truth. It's a dangerous thing to mistake speaking without thought for speaking the truth. Very interesting. I wonder if that's got something to do with booking as well. You could apply that to booking. It's a very dangerous thing to mistake being on TV without a purpose with being on TV with a purpose. It's a similar sort of vibe, isn't it? Similar sort of vibe. So, very interesting. That coming from Nikki Cross's Instagram account. Right, let's go. Bookmarks up here. Let's go Raw. Work our way through Raw. So, yeah, these glasses got people talking. Loads of people talking about Seth wearing those. They're like glasses with eyes on. They look very, very strange, and people were being quite critical of them. I think, to be honest, people want Seth to be a little bit, like, less cringy than this if he's going to be with Paul Heyman. So, thankfully, he didn't keep him on too long. But, yeah, people were a bit confused by those. And people had lots to say as well about this. Heyman rubbing the back there of Bron Breakker. So Sami was in there kind of going off on Bron, and there's Heyman just trying to calm Bron Breakker down. It's a little bit like how Heyman didn't want to make too much noise or quick movements around Solo as he was trying to put Solo over. He's kind of doing the same here now with Bron Breakker. So, yeah, good, very entertaining. Never forget when Sami Zayn called Bron Breakker the future of WWE in 2024.
And in all probability, the future face of WWE, Bron Breakker.
So that looks like it's after a Raw, doesn't it? Back last year, after one of the shows. There we go, Sami saying some nice things about Bron. Seth Rollins just wore a $13,500 coat by Pakistani label Rashta on Raw. So apparently someone's found the coat he was wearing, and it's got a price tag of $13,500. Larry, thank you. Julia attacked Rhea, resulting in a DQ. So obviously this is how our first match ended. Good match, actually, Roxanne and Rhea. It's just a shame that it didn't get a clean finish. But yeah, Elite Rockers thinking the same of Julia and Roxanne against Io and Rhea at Backlash. Nothing announced for that, but that definitely feeling like the direction we're going. In the background of Judgment Day, we had Dominic beating up Triple H, which is fun. This man Dominic cooking Triple H in the background. As well as that, during commercial break, A-Town Down Under were being interviewed. Grayson's like, I got us a match next week. And Theory was quite excited. And then Grayson was like, well, actually, the conversation carried on and it turned into me having a match next week. But it's going to be good. You know, it's going to be good for us. And he was trying to, you know, kind of keep Austin Theory sweet. But Theory was not having it. Theory was not happy about it. So we are still teasing this, like, dissension between Grayson and Austin Theory. So, yeah, he ended up walking off and Theory just sort of stared at him. So I would like these two to split. I feel like this has been dragged out way too long. So I would like them to split. Don't know that that's going to be next week, but we are continuing to tease the tension. Jey Uso handing his glasses to this kid. And look at this kid's face. Look at his face. Oh, my God. His face was absolutely lit up. A massive smile on his face. What a moment. Absolutely brilliant. I saw so many people coming out going, I love this moment. Jey Uso hands his glasses to the kid in the front row who recently beat cancer. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Julian said a lot of the IWC hate Jey, but who do they hate more? Logan. This is a brilliant first feud for Jey. I'm all in. I sort of feel the same, actually, in the sense of a lot of people don't like Jey. So really, if you put him in there with someone that's not Logan, you're going to get a load of people choosing the opponent, right? I don't know. There's too many people going with Logan here. The Low Gang might, but really amongst the IWC, this is a great way of getting everyone behind Jey. There ain't many people in the IWC that want to see Logan become world champion. So I do agree. Great first feud, as long as Jey wins, right? As long as Jey wins. No, I don't think they would put the world title on Logan right now. We probably do mentally need to get ready for that happening one day. Logan's like 28, 29. If he really wanted to, he could still be doing this in 15 years' time. Like, that's a long time. And it's hard to see him not getting multiple opportunities. And to be honest, even getting a run with a world title at some point. I don't think it happens now, but I'm just saying. It might happen one day. Jeff Passan was there. I don't know who Jeff Passan is. What I do know is he looks a lot older there than he does there. There he looks about 14. There he looks about 38. So that is kind of crazy. But apparently he works for ESPN. He's got 1.2 million followers. That is crazy. But there we go. And I love how young he looks there. He really does look 14. Right, that was the first Raw folder. Let's go to the second one. Lucha Bros got a mention on the show. Yeah, as he was saying, Chad said my favorite moment was watching your brother lose to El Grande Americano. He said that to Penta, and Penta snapped. And Lucha Bros was mentioned. Right, this has been a talking point. I'm personally not massively sold on this, probably because, if I'm being honest, there's been so much talk about the Wyatt Six, hasn't there? And nothing has ever come of it. So it's really hard now to see this as being, like, concrete. And plus also, it's behind Logan, which doesn't really make any sense. I mean, Logan is the kind of person they could go after, but how are the Wyatt Six going to go after Logan, right? So maybe if this was Liv and Raquel or Judgment Day, I would understand it a little bit more. Because it's Logan, I don't really understand it as much. And so, like, these are my barriers with this, right? These are my barriers. Plus also, if this is going to be something, this is the first time we will have seen something. So, I don't know. I'm going to play it. You can see for yourself. He walks past, look, glitch, and that's it. Okay, now, in regards to that, could it be that that's just glitching all the time and he's just walked past it and the glitch? I mean, it is very interesting how the glitch hits the moment. I mean, like, it's perfect, isn't it? Like, he walks past and it's glitch and then it goes back. So, I mean, it is pretty perfect. with the fact it glitches and goes back whilst the camera's on it. But I don't know that that wasn't glitching all throughout the show. It's just the camera wasn't on it, you know? So I would say I looked at that and I was like, I don't see anything Wyatt 6 there. You know, going through, you kind of had a bit of a scrub through. You kind of look at stuff and you're looking for Wyatt 6. I mean, you got OMG, you know? Maybe there's a bit more there. Maybe there's a few words that you have to pull out and you can make a whole sentence, or I don't know. I know that people have gone line by line through it, you know, to see what they can find. I mean, it glitches so much as well. Like, you can see all of these are different glitches. Weird thing to glitch as well, though, isn't it? Weird thing to glitch, because you would imagine that this was just a graphic. I would have thought it was just one graphic. I wouldn't have thought that that was a separate thing at the bottom. I would have thought that it was just a graphic, because you'd imagine that they would just have that and then the text attached at the bottom. There's never a need to really change that text. But anyway, I'm talking a bit too much about it. But that's why, like, that saying maybe Alexa is like, I don't know. Alexa, you mean it is ALE and then something XA. So, I mean, if you take that thing away, it does say Alexa. I think people will find that interesting. And I don't know about that. To me, I mean, some people are saying it says yell at you. I seek Alexa reality. I don't get that. I don't get that from that. That one I'm not sold on. The Alexa one, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not sold on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Becky admits that she was the one that attacked Bayley backstage. So there we go. She's come out and said it was her. I wonder if this is the end goal for the Becky Lynch Intercontinental title run, said Patrick the heel. I mean, that match would bang. Imagine that, Stephanie against Becky. Ooh. Becky said she did it. She called Bayley out for crying. And saying, why am I not a bigger star? Yeah, that is crazy. I wanted to include this because Becky actually used that interview that Bayley had on Chris Van Vliet. She actually came out and used that. I think that's great that she used that. That's the kind of stuff that you would use. So I'm not going to say that Bayley said that stuff just so Becky could use it. It might be that Bayley does feel that way and Becky used it, you know? I don't know. Either way, very interesting. Stephanie picking up her first main roster win, getting a win over Ivy Nile. Liv Morgan asking for time off because she's going to film a big Hollywood movie. As we said, that info should drop next week. We should find out what the movie is. So that is very interesting. Karrion Kross copying the hairstyle of whoever is messing with has gone too far, said Triple H's thoughts. It is very good, isn't it? If he's messing around with AJ Styles, his hair is straight. If he's messing around with Sami, his hair goes curled. That attention to detail is going to be very, very much appreciated by people. Here's Becky.
That's why I'm the greatest, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go, short and sweet. That is why I'm the greatest. So we had a couple of matches made for Backlash on this show. So Lyra against Becky for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That was made for Backlash. Io said she's going to be on NXT tomorrow. Might have passed a few people by, but Io will be on NXT. We will be live with NXT later on the channel with our watch along. The other match that was made, of course, was Pat and Gunther. Here, Crispy Wrestling saying this is Gunther before Pat got his match. And here's Gunther after Pat got his match. No difference. No difference in his world. So there we go. Let's go over to Raw number 3. Folder 3. Rusev against Otis has been made for next week. Crispy just appreciating Sami, saying Sami should win the 2026 Rumble, one of the best. I thought his promo was very good when he was going off on Seth. I thought that was excellent. Io, I will take care of them tomorrow on NXT. So it looks like she's got her sights set on Roxanne and Giulia. The crowd started randomly doing the Fireflies for our main event. Our main event, of course, was Sami against Bron Breakker, and the Fireflies did come out. And then, of course, it ends with Seph delivering a curb to Sami as Bron and Heyman watch on. Seph gave Bron the throat slash, which obviously makes me think of The Rock. I don't think there's a connection there, but he did it as well. And when Seph did that, I was like, ooh, that's interesting. I mean, I think a lot of people thought that Seph was going to join up with The Rock and sell his soul. That could still happen, but with Bron in now, does that complicate things? I don't know. You could put Cena in this group. You could put Cena in with this group. Cena's clearly not going to take orders from Seth, but I don't know. That's, that door's maybe not closed, but I did think the throat slit was interesting. The fans, after Bron Breakker speared Sami 3 times, one more time. They did want it again. Liv Morgan's film project is going to be officially unveiled next week, in which she has a major role. That coming from PW Insider. And here, Crispy Wrestling saying Bron Breakker's favourite thing besides spearing the life out of people, a tan in bed. A tan in bed. Lovely, lovely. Right, let's go see what we've got. Oh, yeah. So here we've got a trailer for the new Karrion Kross documentary. So let's check this out.
Where does Kevin go from here?
I've had in me what people saw last night for a long time.
You want a viral moment?
There's only so much paint in the can that you're allowed to paint with. Because there's 2 masters to serve.
Guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself.
And you're neither of them.
What's lying beneath is a beast that's been dormant. And this is going to be the thing to wake him up.
I saw a clip from the WrestleMania recap today. Karrion Kross went off. What was that all about?
I feel like I have a responsibility to the people it made me the professional wrestler that I am to show up and do something. Do something. I'm willing to put it all on the line.
A sheep has left the fold, hoofbeats go trotting, trotting up to heaven bold.
I'm going to pause it there because of the music, but I think you can see very, very captivating. Very captivating. So I'm very much looking forwards. It's going to be uploading and available for free on the Killer Kross channel. So there we go. May 2nd. Very good. 3 more ring boys joined the lawsuit against WWE and the McMahons, allegations against Mel Phillips and Pat Patterson. We don't need to spend too long on this. The Ring Boy scandal was a massive scandal in the history of WWE, going back, I want to say early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And it seems like it's kind of gained a bit of traction again. And so looks like we're seeing 3 more Ring Boys joining the lawsuits against WWE, and the McMahons connected to that from back in the day. So there we go. Fightful have got the full article on that if you want to read up on that. I feel like the Ring Boy scandal is not a scandal that gets covered as much as, say, the Montreal Screwjob or maybe the steroid scandal, but it was still a big scandal. And as we said, you can find plenty of information out there on that. Right, let's go fun and see where we are with this. So, Larry, thank you. Dragon Lee has got a new comic book that's out now. Looks like it's maybe one aimed at a younger audience, just judging by the artwork and the font and everything. But, yeah, okay, very good. Dragon Lee and his family in a new book. Oh, yeah, this was good. How to be Bret Hart, wear sunglasses, use the sharpshooter, love Canada, dislike Bill Goldberg. If you tick those 4 boxes, you can be just like Bret Hart. Asuka posting this. Johnny, thank you. Look at that. Someone's tattoo of Asuka with the mask. How great is that? It looks so good as well. So good. So there we go. Asuka posting that a few hours ago. This is random. Look at this. What is the wise man up to? Here's the wise man. Or at least I think it's the wise man. It certainly looks like the wise man. And there he is with this woman. I don't know. What's her name? Danielle Chavez. Danielle Chavez. So there's Danielle Chavez. There's the wise man. Wise man looks good, actually. Wise man looks good in this picture. Or in this little clip. I mean, really, I shouldn't be looking at this going, guys, the wise man looks good. I don't think there's too many people looking at this going, guys, the wise man. Well, anyway, this is her, Daniela Chavez. I don't know what she is. She's a woman. She's a model. She's a businesswoman. Healthy food. So there's an OnlyFans and all the other socials. So Johnny said, is this a tease? WWE is buying OnlyFans? Mate, I hope so. The flipping watch-alongs would be insane. Insane. Kelly said, not sure if you've seen this, but look, Giulia's at a Waffle House. Look who posted it. Roxanne. So there we go. Giulia and Roxanne. And they're at a Waffle House. I just don't feel like Giulia belongs in a Waffle House. That kind of food in front of Giulia just does not work. Do you know what I mean? This is not right. I feel like Giulia's only been in America for a very short time, and look at what you've done to her. Look at what you've done. Poor girl. I hope you're happy. Ryan said, very heartwarming. I agree. This is great.
Oh, I'll give you a little hug, man. So good to see you, man.
What's up, buddy?
Look at this.
How we doing? All right. A little hug in there. All right.
Hey, this is yours right there. There's the champ.
Yep. Put a photo?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put this little championship right here. So it looks like, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, champ, you got to put this on for us.
Yeah, bro, we got you.
Ready?
Too, man.
There you go. That looks awesome.
You're ready to go now.
Yeah, brother, that's all yours, man. You're welcome.
There you are. Now, you're a champion. So guess what? We got you one of these. Yeah, man. You like dogs?
Ready, you go put that on your shoulder, dude.
You got a fox there.
There you go, champion. That looks awesome.
It's great, isn't it? It's great. A little clip here from Stephanie's Places. We find out that apparently the Usos' father, Rikishi, wanted to call them Afa and Sika, but apparently their mother was like, no, that's not happening. So, yeah, the Usos' mom was not having them be called Afa and Sika. But, yeah, interesting. Right, Chelsea Green in Zelina Vega's comments. There's still no word on what Chelsea was talking about when she says goodbye and everything. Still nothing on that. Your abs look good, but you suck, is one of the comments she left. This person says, you deserve that title. Chelsea Green said, I deserve it. I love this so much for you. And she responded, I don't love her. So it looks like Chelsea was just going off in Zelina's comments, which is pretty fun, to be honest. Going off on all her fans. Right, Fanatics. Jey Uso and Frosted Yeets. It's a taste test.
5 Yeets? That's really nice.
Okay, pumpkin.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
Does it make you yeet?
I give it 4 years.
That's 5 Yeets right there. Yeet, 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 yeet.
4 letters, 1 word, yeet 5 times. Yeet, 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 big yeet.
Well, it's getting very good reviews. Yeah. This is pretty fun. Adam, shout out to you.
The cats have held it too. I have pictures of a few of them with it.
What?
You didn't see?
No. When did you do that?
Earlier.
It's just a little glimpse into their lives, isn't it? She gave it Alistair to hold. He held it, and he was like, thank you. Gave it back. And she's like, well, the cats have held it as well. Everyone's held this belt. I think she's very proud of it, and rightfully so. So there we go. Fun little clip doing the rounds of Zelina and Alistair. Okay, let's go community. So Raymond, shout out to you. Nikita Lyons has liked my tweet and replied. So Raymond, shout out to you, buds. Fiend824 said, I got this fella as a late WrestleMania gift last week. I've been caught up taking care of a disabled family member to the point where I'm just exhausted. Well, you know, you're obviously doing great things, my friend. So you very much deserve this. So, and it's a great figure as well. Really is a great figure. So enjoy that, buds. Here's Mark. He said, this was my reaction to Cody losing at WrestleMania.
Cena's just hit Cody with the belt.
Where's the ref?
I have no idea where the ref is. He's not been seen for a while. Now the ref closed in when Cena's pinning Cody.
It's so interesting looking at all the reactions. I mean, obviously Mark's not feeling it. But like even the people behind, I know it's obviously a very narrow shot, but like, yeah, there's not like, I don't know. It was a split crowd, wasn't it? It certainly wasn't that everyone in that WrestleMania crowd was with Cena. It did feel that way at times. But Cody had his supporters as well. But yeah, very interesting. That is footage from inside Allegiant Stadium at the end of WrestleMania. So, Mark, appreciate it, buds. And Blue Eyes said, I forgot to show you, it's been a busy week. This is who I ran into. Let's have a look. We've got main event Jay Uso. Very good. There he is with Randy. Looks like we're outside some store or something. Very good. There we are with Kevin. Stone Cold. Wow. Stone Cold. That's very impressive. This guy's not having it, though, is he? This guy's not having it at all. That came out really well. We've got the Hervis and Chelsea Green. Very good. Very good. So, Blue Eyes, shout out to you, buds. Okay, with that being said, we are done and we're going to run away. Don't forget, we are back later with NXT. We always start a couple of hours before, so we'll be talking Raw. We'll be talking, well, whatever you want to talk. We'll be talking it, right? So if you're around, come and stop by, share your thoughts, and we'll be having a conversation. Even if you're not interested in NXT, that 2 hours before, we always dig into whatever, right? So we'll be live later, and all that's left is to send out some thanks. So, Prime User Sports, Real Wrestling Fan, Larry, All Game 17, Chris, Ryan, Wrestle Knight, Logan's B, Huddle Talk, Jim Taylor, Miss Clown, Sweet Chim Wrestling, Jang Tae Sang, Claire Webb, Tommy D, Wrestling Bambino, Robin, Davy Jones, Rusu, Babs the Barbarian, and Dark Phoenix Tease. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.